crafters, my name is Erin and welcome to Giggles Creative Corner. Today's project is a little box for holding either your framelits or your dry embossing folders. I got the project idea from Poodles at poodles.co.uk. I'll give you the link, it's easier that way. My framelits had gotten to the point that they weren't working in my other holders, so I had to do something. List of supplies is below if you're on my blog. There's a link for my blog if you're on my YouTube channel. And my white card will flash by as I head to the craft table. I'll see you there. So we're at the craft table, and this is the Framelit box that I made. I was trying to figure out different ways of embellishing it. I did my framelits here, the word, on my Cricut. And then I used a pearl there, and I was like, it holds it. I got 6 of them. I actually have 7 of them that I put in here, but it holds it. Now I have a special thing that I can put up and find it. But I wanted to make one that held my embossing folders. And, you know, my collection of embossing folders is growing, and so we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So you will need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 11. And we're going to cut it down to 8.25 by 11. So that means I got to cut off 1/4 of an inch. Just to make sure I got it right. 8.25. And the part that bugged me was the fact that the plastic, if you pull the framelits out and stick them in here, there's a lot of room, but if you try to make one any smaller, then you've got the extra seams here. So figuring out that one was my fun. All right, there we go. So I cut this down to 8.25 by 11, and I'm actually going to cut off another. I'm going to cut it down to 8 inches. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes and totally confusing myself. We're trying to figure out a new way of doing the taping and such, and so I'm in a new location and I don't have all my energy. I'll get it though. Watch me. All right, Score Buddy. Score a pal, simply scored. It goes by so many names. I'll put that on there in portrait mode. And I'm going to score it at 1 3/4. No, 1 5/8. Make sure you don't have your finger in the way. By 6 3/8. Flip it around. Come on, come on, come on. And score it at 4 and 6. Now, I'm using a discontinued color called Riding Hood Red just because I like red and I like the Riding Hood Red. But that's all my story. All right, then you're going to, after you've scored, you're going to burnish. Now, I know some who burnish and then cut, others who cut and then burnish, but I like having it all in one piece. So I'm just going to burnish it first. You'll figure out your own little routine as you get going on these things. And I would highly recommend that you invest in a very good pair of craft scissors. Not just the little ones, nice big ones. Okay. And I'm sure you can hear the stories everywhere on the line, online going, I just figured regular scissors were good. Nah. Once you've invested in them, you're like, how did I get by without them? Of course, I've been sewing since I was little, so I knew that having a good pair of scissors for when sewing was an excellent idea. I just forgot how much it would mean and the difference when you're crafting too. So, there we go. Now, you can use sticky strip or Tombow. Personally, I like using Tombow. I can get it where I want it and I can move it until I get it right in the spot I need it. And take that, and then we're going to go ahead and do the front side first. And I'm going to line the cut up with the bottom. Did I move it? I moved it. Go. Now, I want it all the way over on this, but I don't want to have the glue sticking out on the other side. So I'm putting the glue here, but also realizing I have to be careful so that I don't get it too high. Best way to make sure you got it lined up is to go with the bottom here. You're going to have a little bit of an overlap, but that's all right. So there we go. And there's my box. Big pair of scissors here. Line that up right there and then go down to the corner like so. Okay. Now this one for me is a little bit more difficult. So let's try it this way. If I come down and I go like that. There we go. I got it. Yay! Oh. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed the bloopers video my husband put up. We had so much fun that day. Of course, we're crazy. We have fun doing this anyway. All right, so this one measures 4 3/4 by the front is what I'm measuring, 4. So what you're going to need to do is make sure that you have a piece of paper, your designer series paper, that is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4. Cool. And then we can put that right there. Like that. Okay. Ta-da. Yeah, I'm using the old Christmas paper that I had, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to have new Christmas paper for next year, so why not use what's not so Christmassy looking on my thing. So, there we go. And of course, I have the framelits on that one, so I had to punch out embossing to put on this one. And I'm going to attach it with none other than more Tombow. My cameraman is giving me funny looks. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's. I'm glad that you're back, and I will try and keep you entertained and oh shoot, brain has gone to sleep. And crafting. Now I'm lining my letters with the Tombow. Because I want it to stay down. Get in there. All right. Lay down. Now, And here's the fun part. Your fingers get all sticky with this. Makes me think of all the times that I did paper mache growing up. Alright, so there's my embossing. And I cheated. Uh-oh, forgot to pull this out first, sorry. There we go. And instead of trying to keep track of the eye, the dot for the eye, I just use one of my pearls. And so there we go. And I put a ribbon on my Framelit box right there. But I think what I'm going to do for my embossing box, and I'm just going to put 3 more little pearls. Get back up there. And there we go. And I'm going to let it dry before I go popping my embossing folders in there, but there we go. I have a box for embossing folder and my Framelits. And if you want more, check out poodles.co.uk. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next project. Bye.